Bob and Jackie, Ken and Julie, Maisie and Simon, Margaret and Richard are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Thank you very much and welcome to another Saturday night of fun and laughter. We've got some lovely people to meet as usual and some very funny games to play, so stay with us. And I'd like to meet my Saturday girl, my lovely Isla St. Clair. We would like to just take a moment to say thank you so much for all your letters and your postcards and presents that you sent Isla and myself these last few weeks.
We appreciate them very much indeed.
We do indeed, and you'll all get a picture of us that you've asked for, but it may take a little time, but we'll do that, won't we?
For certain we will do that,
We will do that, yes. So over you go, and are you all right?
Very well
Love
indeed.
the dress.
Thank you.
And Isla, could we meet our first contestants who are here this Saturday night to play the Generation Game?
And they're coming from Essex, Bob Gamer and Jackie Menzies.
Hello. Now, you are?
Bob Gamer.
Bob Gamer, like Janet Gaynor, the film star. I saw him sunny side up 3 times. Oh, you're started already, aren't you? Pull yourself together now. Now, it says it. Now, where are you from? Where?
Southend-on-Sea.
Southend-on-Sea, and you're married?
To Brenda.
To Brenda. You have any children?
2 boys, Jonathan and Philip.
How old are they?
11 and 10.
You're keen? You're keen? You can be still. Seems like a nice girl. And you're keen on football.
Mad on it, yes.
You're mad about football. And so are your sons. Your sons like football. But Brenda, your wife, isn't too fond of the game because she has to wash out 6 lots of football gear every week.
Oh, at least. And it sometimes stands up on its own. It's that muddy.
Of course, our fan has to wash all my football gear because I play for Chapel End Rovers, you know. Never win. And you were at a football match once, I've been informed, and something happened to you. You were shouting for the... tell me what happened.
Well, I shouted at a defender for making a mistake so loudly that my false tooth fell out.
It fell out? The one...
Oh, shot out, yes, rather than fell out.
And what happened?
Oh, I spent the rest of the match looking for it in the mud.
Did you get it?
Oh, I found it in one piece, too.
Really? I suppose it was in the goal mouth. Now then, Jackie Menzies.
Menzies, yes.
You're from Southend, are you?
No, from Leon.
Leon-sea. Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, that's the posh end.
Yes, that's right, yes. I've got a friend that lives in Leon-sea. He's as common as dirt. and you're not. You're lovely. Isn't she sweet? She's lovely. Now, you are a professional goofer. Gopher?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I sort of go for this and I go for that.
When you were 3, you were very upset because your mother cut your long hair. So was I. And you decided to grow your own wig. Well, how did you do that?
Well, I thought if I cut my own hair, you see, I planted it in the garden.
You did.
And I sat and waited. I watered it and sat and waited for it to grow. But then I had to go and have my hair cut even more short to hide up the bits.
I think that's one of the nicest things I've heard. Wasn't that sweet, isn't it, to water? I think it's lovely, that. Childlike. And when you were a bit older, you were made Southend's Carnival Princess. Well, did you like that? How old were you?
12.
Yeah, and you liked going to all these functions and things?
Yes, the fair and all that sort of shows.
And when you were collecting for charity, you were riding on a float. You were hit on the nose by a penny. That was
I had a big red cut down my nose all week.
Yeah. Did you make it up at that, or did you just leave it? Well, because how old would you be?
I was only 12.
Yes.
Didn't bother.
Oh, well, I should have made it up. I think I did once. And I think you're a very nice couple, I do really, and it's nice to have you on the show. Would you like to just go and sit over there? Away you go, aren't they nice? And Isla, can we meet our next two contestants who are going to play our game tonight?
And they're from Portsmouth, Ken Wareham and Julie Flamson.
Hello, Ken.
Hello, Larry.
How are you, all right?
Yes, fine, thank you.
All right, that's lovely. Now, Ken, you're from where? Portsmouth. What do you do? What did you do?
I work for a shipbuilding firm
Mm-hmm.
and build ships for the Royal Navy.
And you used to play with a group.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the Sabres, we were called.
You were called the Sabres.
Yes.
And did you do very well?
Oh, well, you know, we were a local group, but...
Did you
we
play with any
played-
other
yes.
big groups?
Well, we played with the Rolling Stones
Oh.
and the Swing and Blue Jeans.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good experience, but...
Yes, of course, yes.
Of course, they came all dressed up in jeans and long hair at that time. We was all dressed up
I
smart.
remember. You were dressed all smart?
We was very smart, yes, and I thought, oh, I don't think they'll get anywhere, you know.
No. And they didn't. And you love curries.
Yes, I love them.
You
yeah.
like them. You had an embarrassing moment when you went for your first Indian meal. Now what happened?
Well, my first Indian meal, I didn't have a clue what to order, but someone told me that, you know, try biryani, that's very nice, so I thought we'd try biryanis. So we had biryanis, and we had the onions and the chutney, and the waiter said to me, would you like a papadum, sir?
You said what?
Would you like a papadum, sir?
Does he say that lovely? Don't you think? Do it again, I love that. Go on, do it.
Would you like a papadum, sir? And I said, no, I didn't have a clue what he was talking
Well,
about.
I don't know.
So, you know, so I said, no, I don't think so. I said, but we would like to try a couple of those nice big crisps that you do.
Well, I have two friends who have just returned from India, and they've opened a new restaurant here in Shepherd's Bush. And their names are ex-Sergeant Major Williams and Charwalla Mohammed, and I'd like you to meet them. It's awfully nice of you to come in, and, you know, good luck.
I must just say that Dino and I have just opened this Indian restaurant, you see.
Yes.
In, where is it?
In the centre of Shepherd's Bush, Greenwich.
And it's called the Taj Abbottolary.
Yes.
And whoever comes there, it's an Oklahoma curry, a curry with a fringe on top. And it's very heavy.
I'm sure it. No, Windsor, I'm ever so pleased you come in, and I know a lot of people are going to miss you terribly on the show. We're very sad to see them go, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen, because it's been a super series, and thank you for popping in. Ladies and gentlemen, Windsor Davis and Dino Shafiq. Thank you very much. Right, now then, you are...
Julie Flamson.
And you're from Portsmouth too, Julie, and of course this is your niece, Ken. And you're married to Bob.
That's right.
Is he here tonight with us?
No, I'm afraid he's had to work.
Oh, what a shame. And well, he'll see the show when it goes out. And you have a baby son.
That's right,
How-
Adam.
How old is he?
4 months old.
Uh-huh. And you used to be a hotel receptionist.
That's right.
Not Meg's place. Or is it David Hunter's? You don't know these days, do you? I'm suffering with them. And before you married Bob, I know you used to do something at the hotel. What did you used to do? Come on, tell us.
I can't, Mum's up there.
It doesn't matter. Mum, close your ears. Come on, tell us now. You used to smuggle him in. I know this is a surprise, you, Mum, up there. She used to smuggle him in the hotel and hide him in a cupboard. Did you?
Well, because he used to like to watch the late-night football, that was all.
Yes. That's his excuse. Well, you're married now, aren't you?
Yes.
That's all right. So you see, Mum, it all turned out all right. And you have two cats, a black one called Kissy, and a white one called Roly. Now, Kissy, you got that name, I think, from Roots
That's
television.
right,
Yes.
I used to love watching Roots.
So did I. Yes, they used to call me Chicken George. And Listen, one cat has a blue eye and a red eye.
That's right, the white Persian. He has
Yeah.
odd eyes, and he's deaf as well.
Yeah, fancy. Got nothing going for him, has he? Well, I think it's lovely, the four of you. So, it's nice to have you here. Isla, could you tell us about our first game?
I was just wondering if the generation game were still going in the year 2001. If it were, would it be compared by a mechanical Larry Grayson and an Isla St. Clone? Well, as a preview to that possibility, we invite you to some close encounters with two visitors from the group Shop.
I'm very frightened. Now, could you come down here? Could you come down here just a little way? That's it. Come on, quickly, quick. That's it. That's right. Rush. That's right. That's it. Right. All right then. Didn't I see you in Woolworths yesterday? Now, what are your names? What is your name? Oh, Talk. I'm surprised. And what is your name? Tick. Seems like a nice mechanical boy. Which one is going to do the marking? Tick. And Talk is going to go behind there. Good. Well, you tick off over there. That's right. That's it. Don't go too fast or you'll cause a draft. That's right. And Talk, you go behind there to show the contestants what to do. OK, now off you go. Go on. Go on, off you go. Oh, he does wind me up. Now, there you go. All right, you two, come on. There we are. Come on, Bob. Come on, darling. Come on, Jackie. Over here. And now we have Talk with Robart and Jackie. And now we have Talk with Can and Julie. All right, come on, Talk. Here's Tick coming in. Tick, marks for Bob and Jackie.
Close one, this.
Is it?
A lovely character. So I'll give them 10 out of 12.
10 out of 12. That's very good indeed. Very good. And for Ken and Julie.
Excuse me. This is tricky. I will give them 11 out of 12.
11 out of 12. And so for Tick and Talk from Shock, thank you very much. And away you go. All right? That's nice. Hurry. And Isla, could you tell us the awards on the boards?
Bob and Jackie have 10 points, Ken and Julie 11.
Very near. Very near. We like it like that. We like it near like that because, you see, you've got something to fight for in this next game, so good luck to you both. And Isla, tell us about our next game.
I'm sure that a lot of you have watched the Wimbledon tennis tournament this year, and you've seen that brilliant tennis player, John McEnroe, win the game, but lose the head, or as we say in Scotland, lose the heed. Anyway, it gave us the idea for this game, and over on the boards are 6 more top sporting personalities who have also lost their heads. Now, what we want you to do is unite the right head with the right body. And we'll give you a sporting time to do that in of 30 seconds.
Hurry, hurry. Hurry. That's the way. Isla, what have you for number 1?
Number 1, Ken and Julie have Sebastian Coe.
And we have Sebastian Coe, and it is Sebastian Coe, so that's 2 marks each.
That's it?
Yes, I thought it was Sidney Woodison. Now, number 2, Isla.
And number 2, we have Chris Everett Lloyd.
And we have Chris Everett Lloyd, and of course it is Chris Everett Lloyd. So that's 2 marks each once more. Number 3.
And for the head for the golfing body, we have Jack Nicklaus.
And we have Jack Nicklaus, and it is Jack Nicklaus, and so that's 2 points each again.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I can't see which is W.G. Grace. Now, number 4.
And we have put down Steve Davis.
And we have Steve Davis, and it is Steve Davis. And number 5, Isla.
And it's Jeff Boycott.
And we have Jeff Boycott, and it is Jeff Boycott. I thought it was Billy Wright who married one of the Dolly sisters. And finally, number 6, Isla.
And for number 6, we have Ray Clements.
And we have Ray Clements, and it is Ray Clements. So that's 3 points in every hand. Here we go. Right. And awards on the boards, Isla.
Bob and Jackie have 22 points. Ken and Julie have 23.
Oh, so close. So very close. Bob and Jackie, we hate to see you go to Sue, but that's the game because you're all so splendid. You just missed by the 1 mark. But we do hope you've enjoyed it, Bob. Jackie, I'm so pleased. Yeah, there you are. Where you go? Bye. Bye-bye. There we go. And Alison, we now meet our next contestants who are here to play our game.
And from Wiltshire and Berkshire, that's Maisie and Simon Deegan.
You made it.
Yes.
Oh, Maisie. Oh, Maisie.
Deegan.
Maisie Deegan. And you're from Swindon, aren't you? That's right, Maisie. Yes. And I hope you're not going to be another Mucky Maisie. Do you remember Mucky Maisie we had on the show with all the glue?
Do.
Well,
yes.
Well, we've got things for you. Oh. And now, this is lovely. It's very interesting, this. Hello, Simon. It's very interesting, this. It said that you used to work at the local sewage works.
That's right, yes.
Yes, fancy. Makes a change. And it said, well, of course, you've seen some comings and goings then, haven't you? Oh, what a gay day. Now, you had a disastrous cooking experience last year, Maisie, in the kitchen.
Yes, I did.
Now, tell us what you did.
Well, I was cooking fish and chips for Cyril.
Makes a change.
Yes,
I like fish and chips.
On a Friday.
I like a nice
bit
bit of fish.
Yes. And I cooked the chips. That was fine, you see. And I went to get the oil from outside, and I poured it in the pan for the fish. Battered the fish. Nice bit of place it was.
Was
Battered
it lovely?
Yes, it was nice. It looked funny, and it smelled funny, you see.
Did it?
So I turned round, and on the table was a can of GTX.
Oh, terrible.
Yes.
But you discovered in time, though.
Oh, yes, he didn't eat it.
So
No.
what a shock, though.
Yeah.
Your hobbies. Now, you've got hobbies. Have you got hobbies?
Many.
We'll talk about them later. Now, your hobbies. Now, your hobby.
Yes.
Now, tell us what your hobby
I
is.
play bowls.
Bowls.
Flat green bowls.
Which goes back to Sir Francis Drake, indeed, on the Hoe. Because I played bowls once.
Did you?
Yes. Well, of course, I've never been into it. Never. Needlework. Sometimes I wonder how it's all going to end. You're ever so nice, Maisie. It's lovely having you on the show. You're a sweetheart, lovely. We'll talk a bit later on.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, we will. Right, now we come to you, Simon, and this is your son.
Yes.
Sure. Now, Simon, you're from Reading.
That's right.
And you were in a group.
That's right,
Yeah,
yes.
tell me about it.
We're in a barn dance band called the Wiltshire Reunion.
Yes.
And there's 5 of us in the band. And we go out and do barn dances about twice a month.
Do you? And that's lovely. And what do you play?
I personally play a melodeon.
A melodeon. Is your melodeon with us?
It is, yes,
It
I think
is.
so, yes.
Is it? Well, could you bring it on? And if you like to sit down, they tell me.
Yes, it's
Is it
hard work.
Is it? Are you going to do some calling while you play it, or would you rather play it as it is, so we can get the melody? It's entirely up to you.
I'll play as it
This
is.
is your show. I'm just here to help you along. Collect the money. So now, I want... Thank you, Mr. Cotton. Now, will you do it for us, then?
Right,
I will stand here agog. Very good. That's very good. Now, at university, you got involved in some ragweek stunts. One involved collecting fertiliser from the elephant house at London Zoo. We get them all, you know. They seem to come to us. Now, would you tell us about it?
Yes.
And the word's fertiliser.
Fertiliser. We had an initiative race during Rag Week to basically to sell the rag magazines and to collect funds.
Yes, for charity.
For charity, a lot of charities.
Yes.
And we had 20 items to collect over a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the items was 10 pounds of elephant dung.
Fertiliser.
Fertiliser.
It took us all day to get him to say fertiliser.
Terribly sorry.
Fertiliser bit.
Fertiliser.
Yes.
And
you went
we
in.
carried the elephant's fertiliser. And this was on a Friday evening, and put it in the boot of a car.
Makes no difference today. Oh, it does. Yes, it does. Go on.
And unfortunately, the race didn't end until the Monday afternoon.
So?
The elephant fertiliser was sat in the boot of the car for 4 days. And when we opened the boot, it wasn't very pleasant at all.
No. Well, I must say, Simon, you brought a breath of fresh air to the show. Anyway, back to work. Now, Isla, could we meet our last contestants who are here tonight to play our generation game?
And they come from Durham in Yorkshire, Margaret Thorpe and Richard Neville.
Hello. You look lovely, that is a pretty dress.
Thank you very much.
Very nicely. Come down here, sweetheart, so they can see you at home. All right, now, you are Margaret Thorpe, and you're from...
Durham.
Durham.
Yeah.
Now, when you were younger, Margaret...
Yes.
Larry's speaking. Now, when you were young, you lived in Mansfield.
Yes.
And there was a small boy who lived next door,
Yes.
who you used to take blackberrying.
Yes.
His name was Bernard Jury, although he's now grown up and goes by the name of Alvin Stardust.
That's right, yes.
Well, I was speaking to Alvin earlier on in the week, and he remembers you very well.
Oh.
Yes.
All those years.
Yes, all those years, and he sent you a little present to
Has he?
remind you of those days. Isla, could you bring it out?
It's a super present. It'll remind you of those days.
A pot of a pot of blackberry jam. You see, I know. You see, he does throw his money around. And when you said it, what is it? And once you had an embarrassing moment with a pound of sausages.
Well, yes.
You're not alone. Now, tell me what happened to the sausages.
Well, I had a French friend over, and we went out to the dinner hour, and we bought some sausages, and she said, "I'll pop them in your car." It's a yellow car.
Well, of course she would.
Yes, she would.
I mean, it's the most natural thing to go and buy a pound of sausage and pop them in a car.
Well, I didn't want them in the classroom all afternoon. So.
No.
Well, anyway, when we went to the car afterwards, we weren't there. So
The sausages had gone?
Yes. So I said...
Frightening, isn't it? It's like a Hitchcock film. Go on. I can't believe it. It's getting more thrilling every hour. If I can just hang on.
I said to Simon, I had to go and ask 50 members of our staff, would you please look under the front seat of your car and see if you have any sausages?
Of course, they thought you were mad.
I
mean, imagine it going around saying, have you got a sausage? I mean, just imagine it when you thought it. Go on, I can't wait for the end.
Well, it was so embarrassing. None of them had.
What?
Any sausages under the front seat. And so I had to go to the clinic then and face all these strange nurses and say, have any of you nurses got any sausages under the front seat?
You can't, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, it should never run as a play. Go on. The lost sausage. Go on.
They sort of humoured me and said, well, we'll go and see. And one of them had.
She got your sausages?
Yes.
Oh, I am glad. I'm that thrilled. I could put my foot through the big drum. I'm that thrilled. Go on, Margaret.
So I took them home, cooked them. They were a bit old.
I think they walked home. I believe it. And we've got... What we've got for her?
Thought perhaps just a little reminder of that, those days.
And there are the sausages. Yes. No expenses spared. Well, I say, isn't it going well?
I know what's for tea.
And only the third week. We've got 18 to go. Now, Richard,
That's right.
You are an assistant personnel manager in a frozen food company.
That's right.
Frozen food?
Yes.
Well, you better have these then. Don't do that with it. And, but your main love...
Yes.
Don't be embarrassed, I'm only acting. I think. It said your main love is music. You sing, play the piano, and you play the violin. Have you brought it along with you?
Can I get rid of the sausages?
Oh, of course. I mean, you can't juggle with the sausage and the jam at the same time as the violin. That's love. Now, what about that? Now...
I really feel as if I'm in the show this week, coming on with all these things.
It's a bit like New Faces, isn't it? Now, wouldn't it be rather nice?
Yes.
Would it be rather nice if we had you with your melodeon to play along with Richard? Would you like to do that?
I'd love to.
Yes.
Great. Yes. Yes, good. Come on. What are you going to play?
No, you stay there with the sausages, dear. We need them. Now, you get there. No, don't get to there. That's lovely. Lovely. I feel like saying opportunity knocks. Now, okay, so you take it, whatever you do, you do it.
Just do it.
I say it's going awfully well, isn't it? My goodness, that was lovely, Simon. Wonderful to have you on the show. Aren't they all lovely, ladies and gentlemen? Aren't they super? And so, Isla, could you tell us about our next game?
This hit single, Green Door, recorded by Shakin' Stevens in 1981, costs £1.15. And this hit single, recorded in 1956, Green Door by Frankie Vaughan, would have cost you 27 pence, or as it would have been then, 5 shillings and 6pence. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call inflation. And that's the idea of the game, because we want to test your memories and see how well you remember prices. And we've got somebody very nice here to help you, Bob Wellings.
Hello, Bob. Hello.
Lovely to be with you.
Thank you very much. All right.
So, the first item is milk. Do you have a friendly milkman?
Well, I did have. But that's, you know...
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd rather not talk about it.
All right. Right.
He tried to force his yoghurt through my letterbox.
So, what we want to know is the price of a pint of milk 5 years ago,
yes.
76, OK?
And are you getting enough?
Now, from 10 years ago, this suit, is it one of yours?
Oh, no. Belongs to Patrick Moore. I would like to thank him for letting us have it.
It was very kind of him, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, this suit today would cost around £70. This one's from 1971, when, in fact, we went to decimal currency. So we want to know what this suit would cost 10 years ago, right?
No, so write it down.
The price of a Mini today, obviously with improvements and so on, is $2,899. So what we want to know is what this car, 1966 Mini 850, cost 15 years ago, right?
Yeah. I suppose you think you could get 2 faggots and peas pudding for 4pence years ago. And I just thought I'd mention it on the way round.
Now, as you're talking about your personal history, do you vacuum?
Well, yes, I do.
You might have used one of these, which was a Constellation.
Yes.
And that's topical for the year, which is 20 years ago, because it was when the Russians sent the first man into space. Do you remember Yuri Gagarin?
Yes, he still writes.
Does he?
Yes.
Well, If you bought one of these today, or the equivalent of one of these today, it would cost you £89. So what we want to know, Isla and Larry and their teams, is what this model cost in 1961, 20 years ago. So the price of that.
And now we go over here.
Right. A set like this today, a portable black and white, would cost around £69. Now, what we want to know again is what this would have cost 25 years ago.
Now, would you come over here, Bob, and we'll just see what we have. All right? So, Isla, what have you for the milk?
For the milk bottle, we have 8.5 pence.
8.5 pence. We have 10 pence.
Well, the answer, in 76, 5 years ago, a pint of milk would have cost 8.5 pence.
Right
so,
on.
absolutely spot on, so that's two
Yes.
well-deserved marks.
All right, let's get over to Des.
Yes.
Well, what have you got, Isla?
And we have £25.
We have... Is this 20? Or 20? 25. £25. You see, they put 20, but they've altered 25. £25.
Right, well, the answer, the average price suit 10 years ago would be £22, so they've both given 25,
Yes.
correct? So they both get a mark
One
each.
each. We come to the Mini.
The Mini, yes, just to recap, 2,899 today. We want to know what it cost 15 years ago.
Well,
Isla?
yes, we've put down £800.
Well, we have £400, Bob.
The answer is Mini 850 cost only £478.
So we have 400... you had 400?
No, no, we had 800.
So we're nearest.
Right, it's the Constellation vacuum which you never used.
Yes, that's right, Bob. And what have you for that, Isla?
And we have £30.
We have £9.
Ah, well, the answer there is £36, 11 shillings and fourpence in lovely old money.
Yeah.
£36.57, so the marks...
So you're the nearest, so we leveled up again. Super. And now the television.
Mm-hmm.
Now the television. What have you, Isla?
Well, we have £70.
Well, we have £40.
Well, the actual price, black and white television set then cost £82.19 shillings. In other words, it's the only thing that's cost less now
Yes.
than it did then. They're doing well, aren't they?
That's very well. Well, and Bob, then or now, I think you're worth a fortune. Thank you for coming in, Bob Welling.
Very much. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you, Bob. All right. And awards on the boards, Isla.
Maisie and Simon with 3 points, Margaret and Richard with 7 points.
All right, that's very good. Lovely. You're still in, don't you? You're all there. You're all there, it's all fine. And we're going to rush madly on to our next game. Isla, tell us all about the next game.
I think these are absolutely splendid. They're actually made from Italian clay and a framework of wire. And it's the framework that we would like you to make. And we've brought back the man who made all of these, an old friend of the Generation Game. A welcome return to Dennis Berry.
Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
Nice to have you back with us
Nice
again.
to hear you.
That's very nice. So where you go and show us how you do this thing with the wire.
Yeah, well, first of all, with this wire, you start from the top. And we're going to bend the head shape, right? A couple of twists for the neck, down to the shoulders, okay? And using approximately half the wire, you're down to the waistline. And these bits, you tuck it in and under for the legs, okay?
I had a wire just before I came on.
You did it, ah, good.
How long have you been doing this, Dennis?
About 40 seconds now, I think. A little bit of shape there. That bit there we're going to chop off. That's the hand, okay? Yes. One down there to the waist, right? And now snip the extra bits off, okay? So the hand piece and that extra bit there, okay? And then with the rest of it, we'll just slip it through those staples. Okay, and there we are. Bit of a bang to secure it. I have been known to stand back.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
Okay,
And that's it. And there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's lovely. Right. Very well, Dennis. Now you'll come back and do some marking for us.
Okay.
Okay, over there you go. All right. Now, will you get to your your desks, and you have 1 minute, 15 seconds, and that starts now. The quicker you do it, you'll find the better it is. As quickly as you can. If you do it very quickly, just make the head and the body just like you did. If you study it, you get lost along the way. You just sort of have to... So he said. Looks like a pen cyclone over during the war. But you're doing very well. I should have thought a little halo over the top. I wonder if he's any good at fixing a fuse. Now, by now, you should have the arms on. You should have the... Maisie, you should have the arms on by now, and I think you've got them on. Yeah, I know you have. You're a good worker. Come on, Richard. Now, you should be putting the legs on the stand now. Yes, hurry. Put the legs on the stand. Just hurry. Do the best you can. No, just hammer it. Hammer it down. Wonderful. Well, that's it. Wonderful. Now, here we are, Dennis. Now, well, you see... Oh, dear. So how many marks?
Well, he's used all the wire, so...
Hasn't he?
Yeah, 3 for that one, Larry.
3 for that. All right. Simon? And now, this is jolly good, isn't it?
That's excellent, yeah.
Isn't that good?
Yeah,
that's very good. So how many marks?
Well, considering the difficulty of the job, I would say 5 for that.
5 for that?
I like
good. Very good. All right, my lover. There you are. Now, what about this? You see, she went as fast as she could, you see, but of course he hasn't been well. Now, make a nice coat hanger. Now, so how many marks?
What, 3 for that one? 3.
3 for that. 3 for that. All right. We have this here. This is Richard's. About that.
Yeah. Well,
looks like a Brillo's hat.
It's quite nice. It looks okay, really, but.
Yes.
We seem to have one long arm.
Well,
so
yes, I had noticed.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 for that.
3 for that. All right, all right. Well, thank you very much, Dennis, for coming. It's always a pleasure to see you. Always been some, enchanting games along, and thank you for coming in. Dennis Berry, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Dennis. Bye, love. All right, come down here. And the awards on the boards, Isla.
Maisie and Simon have 11 points. Margaret and Richard have 13.
We got it. And so we're about to lose you, Maisie.
Yes.
You've been absolutely wonderful,
You have been
really.
splendid.
Yeah, it's been super big kid. I think you're lovely. And I'll see you later. Bye. Bye, Sam. Thank you very much. Super. Up we go. And Isla, could you now tell us about our last game?
All of us here in the studio have been absolutely charmed with our last game during rehearsals, as I'm sure you will be when you see some lovely wee Irish folk from the Clair School of Irish Dancing.
1, 2, 4.
good, jolly good. Very nicely now. What's your name?
Breeder Carol.
Breeder, that's a nice name. How old are you, Breeder?
I'm 13.
You're 13, are you? And your name?
Elizabeth Griffin.
Elizabeth Griffin. Oh, that's nice. And how old are you?
13.
13. Oh, you're both 13. Oh, well, I remember when I was 13, there was a war on, the Boer War. Now, who teaches you to do all this? Who's your teacher?
Pauline.
Pauline Shaw? Yes, then we must meet Pauline Shaw. And there's Pauline Shaw. Now, Pauline, you must have a lot more girls than the girls we have here tonight.
Yes, I've got about 350
300
in all.
All together, have you?
Yes.
Oh, nice. And they're all about the same age group?
Well, I take them from 3 years up to 18, 19 years old.
And where do you come from?
I come from London.
Would you do some marking for us? Will you just go over there, and we'll get the contestants. We'll draw the doors first, whatever.
Time to draw the doors, so would you like to do it sort of together? Okay,
Do
off
it
you
together,
go.
then we'll just see
That's
what
it.
happens.
And you
Okay.
have the choice. What would you like to do? Yes, first.
You'll go first, will you?
Okay.
All right. Okay,
Right,
sweetheart,
so
come on,
off you go.
Richard.
And if you'd
Here
like
we go.
to
I can't
step
wait
round
for
this
it.
way and we'll put you
Yes,
in
we
the
don't look after you round here, so if you just come over here like that. Come on. Here we are. All right. Well, now, this is going to be very difficult, I think.
It is.
Paul, it's very... because they're so good. So now, first of all, for Richard and Margaret.
Well, they were very good. Very good. I think 16.
16 out of 10.
Yes.
And for Ken and Julie...
I think these two had the better footwork, so I'll give them 17.
17. Oh. Lovely. it's going awfully well, isn't it? So, thank you, all you lovely girls, for coming in, and thank you, Pauline Shaw, for being here. Thanks to the Clair School of Irish Dancing and musicians and Pauline Shaw. Thank you very much. The awards on the boards, Isla.
Ken and Julie have 17, Margaret and Richard have 16.
And, Isla, what have we for Margaret and Richard to take home with them?
Our weekend case, our beauty case, and, of course, the Generation Game doors, which will be engraved.
All right, bye.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, Richard.
Thanks very much. It was fun.
Well, this is your big moment, and congratulations on getting as far as this. Now, this is the, the best of three. Ken. All right. Which plant is the national emblem of Ireland?
Shamrock.
Right. How many events are there in the pentathlon?
5.
Got it. You got it. Yes. All right. I didn't know that. So what are we for Julie to take back with her?
It's a super TV cassette game with the Generation Game door.
Lovely. Bye-bye, Julie. There you go. And Ken, we take the route to the loot. Here we go. And open the doors. All right, Ken. Now, all the goodies you see about the belt, when you go back to that chair, only the things that you can remember are yours to take home with you. So, good luck, and here we go. Right.
And on Ken's conveyor belt tonight, a soft drinks maker and flavourings, a cuddly toy leopard, an electric wok from Tick and Tock, a basket of sugared almonds, a selection of men's toiletries, an electric food mixer, 2 bottles of brandy and 2 brandy warmers, a radio, 3 flan dishes and a matching rolling pin, a 4-slice toaster, 2 tennis rackets and tennis balls, a set of heated rollers, a set of gift stationery, a pancake maker, a suitcase, an electric juice extractor, a selection of gardening items, a picnic hamper, a coffee grinder,
Ken, here we go. Now, good luck, Ken, and hope your memory is nice and clear. You have 45 seconds, and the 45 seconds it starts now.
Liquidizer, brandy and glasses.
Food mixer.
Food mixer, sweets, tennis rackets, radio.
Cuddly toy.
Cuddly toy.
All the letters, the stationery.
Toiletries, stationery. Food mixer. Suitcases. Tennis rackets. Suitcase. Pardon? Brandy, yes, brandy. Wines, liquidizer.
The rolling pin and all those parts.
Cuddly toy.
Rolling pins and all those parts.
Rolling pins, radio. Toaster, liquidizer, fruit mixer. Yeah, fruit mixer. Yeah. Yes, cuddly toy.
Good night, thank you for being with us. See you again next week at the same time. Good night, I love you very much. Good night, I love you.
Shut that door, we just played the Generation Game. Hear the ball, but nothing can ever be the same.